Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Fictional Arts, and today I am coming at y'all with a figure review of the taimanin Asagi Igawa second acts native figure. And Brez, I don't think y'all heard me. Brez, it has officially been done. Figure of the year is already done been announced, bro. Like I'm calling it right now. This right here is my figure of the year. At the end of 2021, I will probably do a figure of the year video like most collectors did, which I didn't do one because I'm not into all that crazy collecting type stuff. So yeah, I don't do stuff like that. But I am a collector, which you will see throughout the end of this video. But with that being said, yeah, like this figure, man, bro, this was worth the wait. This figure is amazing. Like this figure was really worth the wait. And y'all will see that throughout the rest of the video. But getting into the figure, for those of y'all who don't know who don't know nothing about taimanin Asagi and know anything about it, it is a very popular haname. Not anime, haname. If you don't know what haname is, go on Google and look it up. Type in anime but with an H in front of it, and there you go. Yeah, it's a very popular anime, which has done gotten even more popular due to its video game release on the mobile device, which it already had like other video games that came out previously beforehand, which were all dope. Which I didn't get to play none of them, but I do got the mobile game, which the mobile game is amazing. So yeah, like it's a very popular anime that is amazing that I love. It's dope. If you want to watch it, you can go on Google and search it up and you'll find it like that. But other than that, yeah, getting into second acts. For those of y'all in the collecting community that don't know what second acts is a import company that makes anime characters. Not anime characters, anime characters from anime. They normally do statues. They don't do action figures and stuff like that. They normally make statues like say since I'm not a statue collector, I ain't got no statues to pretty much show. But pretty much they make like statues of girls who look like this. And there you go. And but lately they've been dabbling into the action figure community. And for those of y'all who don't know anything about their action figures, which like I just showed y'all her, I'll jog y'all memory with it. They are very famous for the figure that everybody knows and wants, but don't know how to get. This bad girl right here, Minase Shizumi, which was their first action figure, their first posable figure, which is a pretty dope figure. And you cannot find her anywhere. And if you're looking to get her, then boy, you better be ready to spend some money because you ain't finna find her nowhere unless it is somebody who is just happens to be on eBay or Amazon or Mercari, which I say watch out for the people on Mercari because they'll sell you some fake shit in the heartbeat and sell it to you. That's just the authentic version. So yeah, they've been on some weird stuff on Mercari lately. So yeah, Ami, and I think maybe Nippon Yasan. I'm not sure. But pretty much you can find like you'll find her on eBay. But if you're not able to find her, the authentic version, there is a Chinese knockoff that you can get of her, which I've done seen people with and done heard people say that it's pretty dope. So it ain't good. The quality and the standard of it ain't the same as this one, which I really don't know because I've never owned it. Hell, and I tried to buy it, but something ended up happening to the package to where it didn't make it to the States. So yeah, I got my refund. So maybe that was a sign saying that I didn't need it. But yeah, this is Minase Shizumi. This is their first figure, and which was a pretty great release. And eh, is it the best? I don't know. I don't know if I can say if it's still because I got her, but throughout the video, we'll determine which one is the best. I don't know. I really don't know. But their second release, if you still don't know anything about second acts, this may jog your memory. Which, in my opinion, if you ask me, this right here is a slept on figure. Like, people slept on this one. Because you can still find her for a good, decent retail price compared to these two. You're not going to find these two for the retail price. And that is Erica Kuramoto. You can get her on eBay still for like $200, $300, which you're not going to find neither one of them for that price. Why, I don't know, but like I said, this is a very slept on figure from Second Acts. But they came back with this one. This figure is not going to be slept on. I believe this figure is going to become more rare than Minase. And it's going to go more up in price than Minase. And it's probably going to have more Chinese releases than Minase. Like, I already can see it. Like, yeah, like there's going to be a ton of bootlegs made of this figure. So yeah, if you miss out on this one, don't worry. If you don't mind bootlegs, she will be bootlegged soon. So yeah, but other than that, getting into the video, because we're not here for these two. Like, this is just showing y'all like what second acts is, and the people who are behind the character that we're about to review in the review. So yeah, moving on to the next. Okay, stepping into accessories, which she comes with a lot. Okay, one of the accessories you will be getting will be her famous ninja sword, or most people probably call it her ninjato sword, or ningato, whatever they call them, the knockoff straight bladed ninja swords that people seem to always think are actual ninja swords. And it looked like mine has a little scuff on it right there, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a scuff? Yeah, mine has a little scuff on it. Boy. Well, I got two, so I ain't tripping. And she'll also be coming with the scabbard for her sword. And if you want to know how that works, her sword, instead of them like doing what Figma does, if y'all collect Figmas and SH Figure Arts, well, I don't know about SH Figure Arts, but I know for a fact Figma. If y'all collect Figmas, like, it ain't like Figma where they'll have like the sword hilt, and which this is a Figma sword right here that I've customly made. And this is a figure. It ain't like Figma where they have the sword and then they have a second hilt to where it plugs into the scabbard like that. Like, this is different. Like, for this sword, you will have to, and pay attention, and I want y'all to be careful with this because you don't want to break this because she's very expensive. But you unplug the sword like that. There's a peg in the sword blade to where you plug it into the hole right there. And that's like the sword. And you plug it in like that. That's how you get your sword. Now, you pull it out, and right here on the sword, you have a peg, which I don't know why they did that. I wish they kind of would have did it how Figma does theirs, but yeah, like, yeah, I don't like that because I don't like the peg sticking out. If you like, say if you're a toy photographer, you will probably understand why I don't like that. I'm not a toy photographer, but I understand toy photographers would not like that, especially if they're trying to shoot photos and have her like draw her sword, and then they got that peg right there in the way. But to plug her sword onto the sheath is you got that little peg. It's like it matches up with the one right there, and boom, you have her sword. And to display her with her sword, she has a which is another thing I don't like, is she has a peg on her back right here. And in the sword, you have a little hole. You plug the sword onto the little peg like that, and boom, she has her ninjato sword or her ninja sword or whatever sword y'all want to call it. Pretty much, she has a sword, which for like I said, for extreme posing and stuff like that, you're probably not gonna like it because it's gonna easily fall off. But since I mostly just like display my figures and then just pose them around for fun and and do stuff like that, it's not really a bother to me, but it'll probably be a bother to some other people. So there you go with her sword. That's how you work her sword. And of course, you have, it wouldn't be an import figure if you didn't have your interchangeable faces. So she comes with, first she has her default face, which, yeah, y'all seen that. Her default face where she's smiling, gentle. She looks nice and sweet. And then she has, which I didn't see her make this face in the anime. I didn't see her make this face, but this seems like it's like kind of a devious face. This may be a face that she makes in the game. Because if y'all don't know anything about taimanin Asagi is based off of is a manga, a anime manga, which has like video games made of it. It has like, I want to say 2 or 3. One just dropped on like the mobile app store, and it's very freaking dope. So y'all should go check that out. But yeah, I ain't never seen her make this face in the anime. But this kind of looks like a evil, devious face for like when Oboro, if y'all don't know who Oboro is, but like there's a bad guy in the show named Oboro, where she clones her and her sister Sakura. So this looks like this may be like a devious face for when she clones them. Then you have this face, which, yeah, she kind of made this face. She didn't make this face in particular in the anime, but like, yeah, she makes that face when things, happen, when things get too anime-ish. Then you got her Ihigao face for when, if you know what a Higao means, and if you watch anime, you already know when this face is made, you already know what happened and what's going down. Then, if you've seen taimanin Asagi, you already know what this face is. The only thing I'm kind of mad about is I wish they would have added the face her and her sister would make in the anime, which I'm not going to go into detail. I'll probably just post a picture of it. But yeah, like, I wish they would have added the face where they're eating the mashed potatoes, if you catch my drift, in the animation stop motion, or the animation when they're up close eating the mashed potatoes. And she comes with 2 sets of hands. She comes with, obviously, her default hands. Then she comes with 2 action posing hands. Then she comes with 2 Ihigao peace hands for when the happy ending happens. Then she comes with 2 sword holding hands. I don't know where that went. Basically, yeah, 2 sword holding hands. Oh, it went over here. And then she comes with this right here, which I've seen. I didn't see this in the show. I want to say this is kind of like this is probably a art design. I've seen this in art, like in like the art doujin arts and shit like that. So that being said, moving on to the next 2, she comes with 2. Yeah, you know what these are. She comes with 3 sets of breasts. Obviously, the ones that's on her chest. Then the ones right here that are exposed, which I'm not going to show those. I'm censoring those for like YouTube reasons. Then she comes with two more to where it's like her chest is battle damage and they're cut open to expose the front of the chest, if you catch my drift. And yeah, that will be, well, no, that ain't it. And for the last but not least, she comes with this accessory, which is very special. And I can't show this on YouTube, but I can show half of it. I can't show the whole thing. Bam. That is, hold on, my camera's fogging up. That is a crotch piece. And I will show y'all what this plays into when we get into the articulation. So, yeah, she comes with an extra crotch piece. Now, moving on. Okay, getting into articulation. Asagi has very good articulation. Let's remove her sword because that's just going to be in the way. She has a up and she has a very, like, she can maneuver her head, which for some reason mine is kind of loose. She can maneuver her head around, no problem. The only thing I really kind of hate when it just comes to her articulation, this really just plays into the hairpiece. Her hair has articulation, like the back right here extends out, but it's really the side pieces. Okay, so you know how, what good examples do I have? I don't have no examples. Pretty much, for those of y'all who may collect Figmas, okay, you know how like, back to what I was saying. You know how when a Figma, their hair goes back like that. This is a Figma figure. The hair goes back like that. For some reason, they, instead of making all of the pieces like flow back like this, these two pieces on the side, they come out like this. There's a hinge like that just makes them come out, but it's still, it doesn't, it gets in the way of the, for one, if you have the sword displayed on her back, it'll knock the sword off her back. Like, I'd even demonstrate it for you. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, hold on. I'll demonstrate it for you. If I can get it on. It'll knock the sword off, like, it's gonna mess the sword up like this. You can't do nothing. Like, that does not, see, like, that's what that's gonna do. Like, now, I wish they would have just made it go back like this. But no, they made it go out, which I don't like. I wish they just would have threw us in like a whole different hairpiece. But yeah, like, that's the hair articulation. She has a swivel in the neck. Then she has like the neck right here to where it goes up and down and turns right there. She has, her arm goes out like that much and back, and it goes up, spins all around. And she has a bicep swivel right here, which you can, it's easy to detach. And she has a single jointed elbow. Now, the single jointed elbows is what I was kind of worried about. But the way they executed this, man, they executed this perfectly. This is dope. Right here, they executed that. Like, she gets better. Like, this is what Marvel Legends need to do to their female characters if they're going to just continue to give them like single jointed arms. Like, look at the range in that, bruh. Look at that range. That's amazing. And she has a ball peg in the wrist, so you can move her wrist all around. And she can easily interchange her hands with, I'll give her this hand right here. And the right arm is pretty much the same thing. Like, the same thing. I'm not going to go over it. Then her breast also articulates, and you can remove them like that. And to put that back on, you just slide it on like that. There is a, if you pay attention, like to right here, there's a little cut thing right there, and on the inside there's a little slot to where you plug it in. You got to kind of be careful with it because you don't want to break it or anything. You got to plug it in. I want to, bro, I'm having trouble with this on camera. Like right there. There you go. Yeah, her breasts articulate. She has amazing ab crunch. Like, bruh, she has better ab crunch than any figure line, period. Bruh, there is no Figma, there's no Figuarts, there's no Mafex, there is no, there's no Marvel Legend, especially when it comes to now males. Yes, you can probably say with males, but female wise, there's no female figure in any line that can ab crunch like that. Like, she can do actual ninja stuff, which is probably why she costs so much. And then her back, like, she goes back that far. That's an amazing ab crunch right there. She can yeah, she can tilt to the side, like tilt to the side, and she has that little hinge right there. Like, you can see it's like a hinge right there that allows her to do all that, which is amazing. Then she has, which this right here really doesn't serve no purpose, but I understand why they did this right here because there's an extra piece that's coming out for the stomach. Which if y'all seen the promo images and the anime, you will understand. Her leg goes out like that, but you gotta be careful because it kind of has like a little Y joint to where you gotta kind of turn it and go like that. She has a thigh swivel, which is very great. Double jointed legs and ball joint at the ankle. You can kind of get you a little ankle pivot going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Now, like I said, I showed you how to swap out the breast. Oh, yeah. Now, the crotch piece. She has a removable crotch. And bam. Now, right there, she has a removable crotch to where you can take this off. Very easy. I kind of wish they would just gave you a whole new, like, lower, like, crotch, like, part in general, to where it's like one has the part on it and the other one doesn't have the part on it and shit like that. But I don't know why they did this, because this is gonna tend to loosen up over time and just gonna get to where it doesn't stay on. And some people are probably gonna have to super glue it on, which I have too, so I'm not even worried about it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on off camera, and boom, you plug it into that little peg, and there you go. I'm keeping my finger right there for YouTube purposes. So yeah, she has a interchangeable crotch piece, and you already know what's in between her legs. I'm keeping this as PG as I can, or try, but this ain't for kids. Get that down. This shit is not for kids, because this is an adult item. First of all, it is an adult item, and just to prove that, I'm a shoot. Post. I'm gonna post her with a breast out, because I can do that. And yeah, boom. This is an adult item. This is not a toy. This is not for kids. I'm just gonna make that clear. So yeah, and doing that. Swapping that back out. And that's it for articulation. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, this is a very dope figure. Like, that's it for her articulation. She has pretty much great articulation that you will see on she has articulation that you probably wouldn't even see on any figure, because the articulation with her is just superb. It's just amazing. Now, moving on to size comparison. Okay, moving on to size comparison. Here she is next to a I'll do imports first. Here she is next to a Figma Ninja Slayer. Hold on, I gotta get him to where he stands. Figma Ninja Slayer. They're about the same height. You know, she has high heels on. But Ninja Slayer's, Ninja Slayer's, I want to say taller than her by a smidge of a hair. Then here she is next to a Figma Ninja. Another Figma. And here she is next to, and I'm doing like, I'm throwing imports in. Here she is next to another figure, a Reveltech figure, Amazing Yamaguchi Ninja. So, if it's one thing I noticed, like, Second Acts made her 1/12 scale. I don't know why they did, but they made her in scale with other figures. Like, they literally made her in scale with to where you can fit her in. Like, let's say if you got like a ninja collection going on, or anime ninja collection going on, or just any a collection period, you can fit her in with all of your 6-inch figures. Like, she goes in with everything. And to show y'all, let's remove Ninja Slayer. Here she is next to a G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is bigger than her. Really, yeah. Move her out the way. Move her out the way. Here she is next to two Snake Eyes, because taimanin Asagi has. If y'all seen taimanin Asagi, y'all know taimanin Asagi is like a mixture of everything. They have demons, and they have like robot ninjas, which that's what these are used for. These are like, I'm army building these specifically for this character. I've literally done army build like a whole ninja collection and shit like that. So yeah, like, you got your cyborg armor ninjas that you can put her up against. And here she is next to, I did this in the beginning. Here she is next to Minase, which Minase is bigger than her. Here she is next to Erika Kuromoto. Erika Kuromoto tower over both of them. But I think that has to do with the design and art style period of Erika Kuromoto, of why she's bigger than them. Because if you look at Minase somewhat is in scale with them. And here she is next to a Figma Slan, which Slan is, I want to say, taller than her, and is knocking her over. There goes Figma Slan. So, yeah. I'm trying to look for more size, but what's another size comparison I can do? Here she goes next to Jalter from Fate. Get her standing. Here she is next to Jalter, which that's a Figma Jalter Berserker outfit. She's taller than Jalter. And here she goes next to my boy, a custom made figure that I made for my Ninja collection, which this is pretty much me if I was my own anime character. Kota. My boy. Then she's a well, no, it may look like I'm taller, like my character is taller than her on camera, but if you're sitting from where I'm sitting behind the camera, she's actually taller than my character. So yeah, that's her up against those two. And I'll throw. Should I throw a Chung Li in here? Yeah, but there she is with that. That's the amazing Yamaguchi. Here she is with Marvel Legends Namor. Namor stands over her. And if y'all want to know, he looks pretty. Y'all want to know what she looks like next to Chung Li, SH Figure Arts. Here goes a definitive SH Figure Arts. She is taller than Chung Li. And that's it for the size comparison. Now, moving on. Now, getting into my thoughts of the figure. And if it ain't obvious throughout the whole video review, like I pretty much said it throughout the whole video, this is my #1 figure. This figure is amazing. Like, bro, like this figure is God tier. Like, I love this figure. Like, everything about this figure is just amazing. I love the glossy like finish on the outfit. I like how they did. I even like how they went about putting the fishnets on, about how they did the fishnet design on the side, the back, the arms, and the legs. Like, it just looks amazing. Like, she even looks like her anime counterpart. And I want to say, only thing about it is, like I said, I don't know if I feel like they kind of, because if you go through and you watch like the anime, like the first 4 episodes, her design in those first 4 episodes are different from the designs that are in the next 2 to 3 other episodes. Then in Asagi 2 and in Asagi 3. So I think the design of the figure, they went with the video game design instead of the anime design, which is why I think why we have this face rad here. I think she may have made this face in the game. I'm not mistaken. But I wish they would have went with the I wish they would have went with the first 4 episodes of the anime face designs, like the expressions that they made in that anime. Like, that was the bro. Like, I don't know. The figure will be a lot more GOAT tier, but I understand, like, for certain purposes they just can't go off and just do everything because they got to sell the fucking figure. There's a chance that some people may be uncomfortable with particular faces and stuff that they add in to the figure. So, okay, I get that. But overall, this is an amazing figure. And oh my God, I love this figure. I had to pick up 2. And if you're looking to get one, one of them I got off of Nippon Yasan. And I'm kind of mad at myself because one of them I bought from a scalper on eBay, but it's because I didn't know anywhere else to get this figure, because this is a limited exclusive figure to like native second acts, like to the native site. You got to literally order this on the native site, which they put it up, I want to say around January of last year, and the cutoff was around March. So if you didn't pre-order her on the site of the native site in around that time, you are going to have to deal with secondary markets, which means you're going to probably have to pay an extra $100 or two. Like I paid three for one of them, and the other one I paid four. So, but I'm kind of mad at myself because if I would have waited, because I didn't know if Nippon was going to get them, was going to get them in, because I spoke to some of the workers at Nippon. They said they didn't know when the figure was coming in. So with this being like one of my favorite like animes, uh, period, and I like the character and the design of the character, I'm like, bro, I gotta find a way to get this. So I went on eBay and got it from a scalper, and yeah, if I should have waited. I should have waited. But yeah, like I got like telling y'all where to get this from if you're looking for it is kind of hard to do. Like, cause I don't know anywhere else you can probably get this figure from. I know there is a site called Joust. I don't like Joust JP. I don't know how do you pronounce it, what it is. That's a site. But if you're looking for this figure, you want this figure and you missed out, sad to say, eBay and like I would say hope that Nippon Yasan and Ami or somebody posts gets it back in stock, or same thing with Amazon Japan and Ami, because it was on Amazon Japan but it's sold out. It's, and they don't know when it's going to be back in stock. And I would say wait to see if somebody posts one up for sale on Ami, because Ami you can, from what I be seeing, you can sell stuff on Ami, like used figures and stuff. So hopefully somebody will post one up for sale if you're looking for one, to that collector out there that wants this figure. And if you're just having unluck, man, if you got the money, like hey, sad to say, like eBay is going to be your last resort. You may have to pay. And trust me, these scalpers scalping is at an all-time high, man. It is at an all-time high. There are people that are there is somebody on there, plenty of them, mainly a lot of them from Japan. They're selling these for like $800, and I don't see. I'm not gonna drop $800 on no fucking figure. Like I'd be damned if I drop $800. And but if you have the money, you got the job where you make that extra bread, or if you got that little side hustle, where you put in, where you be like putting in a lot of stuff, and you get that extra paper, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you got that extra side hustle that where you can throw down money, like if you got the money, like hey, eBay is the place to go, man. If you can if you're comfortable with spending that amount of money. I know I'm not comfortable with spending that amount of money because there's other shit that I got to do that I can get like for $800, my nigga. I'm not finna drop $800 on the figure. But hopefully, yeah, like if you just mess around, keep checking eBay, you may get somebody who's like here in the States, or somebody who's selling her for a good $200 to $300, because you're going to spend, I don't care what you say, unless the figure is damaged, unless it's a used figure and she's damaged, like say she's kind of scratched up and like one of her joints are kind of loose. Primary example, Mami Nase. Mami Nase, the left arm will not stay in Mami Nase for nothing. Like I bought this from a collector on eBay. Luckily, I was able to pay 200, because he was originally selling it for 250. But since it was used and the left arm doesn't stay in worth nothing, he took it down a couple of dollars. So hopefully you'll get lucky like that. So like best regards is my best regards is just good luck, man, and like just like stay on the waits, stay on the lookout, just keep looking, and hopefully you will find somebody selling her for a decent price. But until then, man, like if you want this figure, like I don't know what to tell you, man. This is an exclusive figure. But other than that, she's dope. She's worth the money. if you're comfortable with spending like $400 or $500, she is worth the money. And if you really like the anime and the character, she is worth the money. And I really can't. And they, matter of fact, speaking of that, they are coming out. I do think they're going to make the other characters from the line. I think Second Acts is going to make the other characters from the line because they have promo images from Yuki Kaze of her prototype being made. So Yuki Kaze is next in the line. Hopefully, after Yuki Kaze, we'll get a Sakura because that's who I want. I want Sakura. I want her younger sister Sakura because she was in the first 4 episodes with her, which I don't know why they didn't make her second, but okay. I mean, I'm comfortable with Yuki Kaze because that means we're gonna get Rinko next because Rinko is like my second favorite character in the taimanin series. So with that being said, man, thanks for watching the review, man. Good luck to all the collectors that's out there that want this figure and you're eager to go get it. Hey, go get it, man. Like, go get it. If you got the money, go get her. She's worth it. This is a dope figure. Like I said, this is gonna be, to me, this is figure of the year. Like, there is no figure that comes close to this, man. Like, nothing. Like this, she actually, like, this is a ninja figure that actually does what actual ninjas are supposed to do, that you see in video games and anime and TV shows and stuff like that. Like, this is the perfect female ninja buck, bruh. And with that being said, your boy Fiction, this is your boy Fiction Arts, man, and bruh, I'm signing out. Just a quick little update. For those of y'all who are looking for monsters and shit to put up against her, she does pair up with the venom toxin. So this is a size comparison that I missed out on. And if y'all know anything about taimanin Asagi and anime in general, they do go up against like these demon type monsters with a bunch of tentacles and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, she goes in scale with your GI Joes, your Figmas, HH Figuarts, Marvel Legends, and she scales perfectly with this monster. So if you want to put her up against this monster, you can. So that's the last thing.